All right, this is Miss Clark's book, Catherine the Great of Russia. I don't have it to flip through, or I would, but sorry. Catherine the Great of Russia. Sophie Friedricha Augusta was born in Prussia on May 12, 1729. She was the Princess of Anhalt-Zerbst, and her father was related to German nobility. Her mother was connected to the Holy Roman Empire. Much to her dismay, Sophie was betrothed to her own cousin, Karl Peter Ulrich Romanov, Duke of Holstein-Gottorp. He was the nephew of Tsar Peter the Great of Russia. Ulricha was the heir to the Russian. Oh, I messed up. Ulrich was the heir to the Russian throne. This meant Sophie would be the Empress of Russia. Sophie went to Russia in 1744. She converted to the Eastern Orthodox and became Catherine Alexeyevna. Catherine married Karl in 1745, and they had a tumultuous and unhappy marriage. And here's a picture of them both. In 1761, Karl was crowned Tsar Peter III. He ruled absolutely. Absolutism is where one rules with total control, and they justified this power through divine right. The belief is that all power belongs to God, who chooses a leader to vest power to earth to govern. Kings served God and no one else. If one was to question an absolute monarch, they were questioning God. After 17 years of marriage, Peter and Catherine both wanted out of the marriage. Not wanting to be divorced, Catherine was part of a plot to overthrow her husband. After he was killed, Catherine became Empress Catherine and ruled Russia. Catherine wanted to make Russia powerful, but differently than her former husband and other absolute monarchs. Yes, she ruled with absolute authority, but Catherine also sought reform in Russia. She was enlightened. She studied French enlightened thinkers such as Voltaire, Baron de Montesquieu. Catherine kept in contact with Voltaire and Denis Diderot, the creator of the encyclopedia. She wanted education and enlightened ideas to spread from France throughout Russia. A couple of quotes from Catherine. I shall be an autocrat. That's my trade. And the good Lord will forgive me. That's his. In my position, you have to read when you want to write and talk when you want to read. Land is power. Catherine, here, it's a weird political cartoon. She's straddling like all these countries, all the way to Constantinople, and she says, I have no way to defend my borders, but to extend them. Expansion. The Russo-Turkish War took place from 1768 to 1774. Catherine wanted Russia to have access to the Black Sea for purposes of trade. She launched wars against the Ottomans and gained access. The partition of Poland. Basically, Russia, Prussia, and Austria just took Poland and carved it up. And Catherine gained all this land. Good for her. There was light in Russia under Catherine. Catherine had the desire to reform Russia's laws in ways such as abolishing torture and capital punishment. She also allowed for some religious freedom. Unlike her husband, who forced Protestant Lutherans to convert to Eastern Orthodox. In November of 1796, Catherine the Great died of a stroke. She expanded Russia and brought enlightened reform. The end.